Hey guys, welcome back to UD Figure. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And today we're going to take a look at Mithril Action, number 1 warrior, guardian of the Horde. They are nobody but for a moment in your memory. I'm not sure what they're trying to say here, but I guess this is like a nostalgia thing. Yeah, this figure is bigger than I expected. I knew it was 1/10 scale, but I didn't expect the box to be this big. I literally out of frame. Like, I can't film on my usual filming area, but anyways, I'm just gonna show you guys like this. The box is really big, and here is the back of the box. You can see there's a lot of accessories, and yeah, let's check it out. And here's the figure still in the packaging, looking really good. As you guys can see, we have some interchangeable hands, legs, and some armor parts, and let's check it out. Alright, and here we have the figure itself, and I have to say, this figure is definitely the coolest thing I've seen in years. And I'm not talking about like the intellectual property or like the character, I'm talking about just from figure engineering perspective. And let's just take a close look at the figure. First of all, the paint job and everything sculpt looks really nice. And second of all, this figure has a lot of soft material used on it. Like all the pecs over here, this is on a softer material, so it doesn't hinder the articulation. And the figure is nice and solid. Everything is very cool. And the armor pieces over here, everything is removable, and as you guys can see, all this is like a softer rubbery plastic. Very cool. I'm just super impressed by this. Even this is like a softer material you can remove. This is soft. Everything is soft. And everything's solid. It's just wow. Like, it's incredible to me that the third-party company nowadays are doing everything so well. Yeah, like, let me know in the comments on what you think. I'm just super impressed. This whole thing is just really cool. Very nice. And yeah, I know this is very similar to Storm Collectibles. I don't usually like 1/10 scale figure, but I think for orcs this will work just fine for 1/12, because in my head, like, they're super big. I know they're supposed to be smaller, but yeah, I love it. Like, it's just amazing. And let's check out the articulation. And before we get into the articulation, I want to quickly show you guys how to disassemble this guy. Personally, I had some tough time with it. I saw some videos, people were really rough with it, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. Yeah, especially like with the leg joints like this. If you break this part, like, it's game over, right? But anyways, let's get over it. So you guys can see a little bit of the engineering over here. We have a really long ball pack right here, and they're all like super tough. I actually had to put some shock coil over here to remove the arm, so we can just like kind of remove this part very easily. This is really cool. You can see the body, that's really nice, and the abs is actually on a tougher plastic. And for the leg, let's remove the armor together over here. Oh, oops, I don't want to like bump on my camera. So this is how you do it. Like, yeah, this is very easy. Hopefully there's not much of a paint chipping. Whoa, there's a lot of paint chipping. No. Let's see if I can like just like kind of clean this with my nails or something. And yeah, this is a little bit unfortunate, but I had the same thing with my arm and I was able to clean it, so I think this should be no problem. Yeah. Oh wow, dude, that's a lot. Yeah, but these stuff, like, they're all soft plastic, so if you apply some heat, it will be really easy. But for the most part, like, when you're trying to remove the, for instance, like the leg, you have to really like hold this part and then hold here and like really pull it. Like, don't put all the leverage on the joint itself. But in general, I think the joint is pretty strong, but it is recommended that you should heat it up. And what else is there? Oh yeah, you have to remove this as well. Yep, there you go. And I believe that's about it. Let me just assemble this. Maybe apply a little bit of shock coil even over here, so like when it goes in, it just doesn't like stuck forever, right? And yeah, let's see if I can clean this as well. Maybe with some eraser or just like my nail. Oh yeah, so it comes right off. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, let's check out the articulation when I assemble this guy. Alright, and here we have the figure assembled without the armor piece, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. This is a piece of art. I like the proportion, I like the body build, the sculpt, the paint job, everything about it is perfect. Like, just by looking at a figure, you can tell it's made by someone who is a big fan of the franchise. Well, the franchise, because this is not like an official release, but yeah, it's just, you can tell they really put a lot of effort and they knew what they were doing. And let's just take a close look at the figure. It looks absolutely beautiful. I don't have to remind you who this guy looks like, but yeah, Really cool. And for the articulation, he can look up about this much. You can tilt his head side to side, no problem. The movement is mostly with the soft neck over here, so it feels really good. Very similar to Storm Collectibles. And the hair over here is on a softened material, so it won't hinder the articulation. So, it just feels really comfortable. And for the shoulder, you can raise his arm up about this much, and you actually do have some pull out method, so it gives you a little bit more range. You can like just push it back, and then you can raise about this much, and then we have really nice bicep swivel, and you can curl about this much, and I think it's really good considering he's got all this muscle already. And then we have the regular hinge wrist, and one thing to note is that they actually use soft material for the arms over here too, so it feels really good when you're holding the weapon. And for the ab crunch, you can bend forward about this much, which is quite a lot. Again, soft material all around, and bend backwards about this much, which is okay considering he doesn't really need to bend backwards all that much. And for the leg, it is quite standard. We have a little bit of a swivel over here, and you can kick up about only this much, but I'm pretty sure you can force it a little bit more. But like my figure is just like really tight right now. You have like a hinge design over here, and you can bend about this much, and you do get hinge and toe hinge. I believe that's it for the articulation. Overall, I'm just really happy with this figure. It just looks really cool. Let me know in the comments on what you think, and let's check out some accessories. And for the accessories, it is really straightforward, so I'm just gonna quickly show you guys, and I'll show you the detail during the action posing. First of all, we have 3 pairs of hands, 1 display open hands, and 1 finger pointing hands. And then we have a pair of fists, and they're all very nicely painted and sculpted. Really good details. It just feels really good. And then we have a shield. You can make him hold it, really nice, and it's actually very heavy, like really hefty. And we have his axe, the battle axe, really cool. Maybe in the future they can make some legendary weapon that's recognizable. I don't know. And lastly, we have a shoulder piece on the right. But yeah, I believe that's everything, and I'll show you guys some action posing with like different combinations of the armor. And for the size comparison, let us start with some Dragon Ball SH figure arts, and I think they scale fairly well together. And I know realistically, if this were 1/12 scale, the orcs should be a little bit shorter, but in my head, they've always been really strong, so this is fine with me. Like, I'm happy with the scale. And next up, we have some Naruto SH figure arts, and I think they look great. And next up, we have some JJK SH figure arts. And then we have some SH figure arts, Bleach, One Piece, and Chainsaw Man. And next up, we have some Mayfex and the SH figure arts Venom. And lastly, we have some Figma figures, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, as a Warcraft 3 fan growing up, this figure is definitely a must-have for me. Beautiful paintwork, amazing sculpt. I am really impressed with the work the Chinese companies are doing. It's amazing. I love the way it looks, I love the way it feels, and the build quality is just top-notch. I don't feel like I'm gonna break anything anytime soon. It's just really good. And the playability is all there. The articulation is okay given like the massive bulk. And yeah, let me know in the comments on what you think. I have nothing but good things to say about this line, and I'm going all in for it. And as far as I know, there's 3 figures if you include the Blade Master that's coming out December. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you know more about this line. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.